G'day viewers, we are in the top 4 cut at the Ace Annalise Tour Championships. I've got Andrew playing Daryl, Andrew on the left, Daryl on the right. I'm joined by Daryl and Lynn as well. How are you guys going?
Good, how's it going?
Yeah, really good.
Hi.
Hey Lynn. Yeah, both of you guys were in the top 4. Daryl's with his Argus deck. I'm expecting a lot of murder out of this deck. Is that what we're going to see, Daryl?
It's one of the ways I like to win.
Sure. And Andrew's got a Stealth Kate. So since the old prepaid Kate doesn't work too well anymore, Andrew's adapted and he's got a nice way.
That Stealth Cake deck set up really quickly.
Yeah, it's still with the clone chips, even though the MWL's kind of limited it. You still can't stop it between clone chip and SMC. You just like getting in early and often. It's very easy to do in that kind of deck.
Daryl straight away for getting the hostile to threaten his archers.
So Daryl, are you running Elizabeth Mills for your bed pubs, or do you just not care about it?
I do not care about it.
Andrew,
I mean, that's probably the right choice in your deck.
Well, it kind of works in two ways because, bad pub, it's good in the sense that generally it means that I've got a lot more money. And then it also goes on the other side where I find that runners forget that they need to have as much money because they're getting all their accesses for free.
Yeah.
And then after you've given away 6-7 bad pub and you're getting an access every turn for nothing, you stop making money, and then which just makes Seasource even better.
True. What about the fear of Valencia?
Sorry? Well, she's already going to be a problem straight up anyway.
Yeah,
so
true.
It's she's going to blackmail when she wants to blackmail, so it's just something you got to deal with, I guess. Running against running the traps as well, and stuff like that. And I guess depends on how she's set up. She's got to be careful as well as to make sure that she's not going to, take the death from the successful run as well.
So,
I'm more worried about her. I will be more worried about her current that will reduce your hand size.
Man, I'll probably stop playing the deck if that comes into play.
Yeah.
At the same time, again, like the deck has quite a few agendas in the way that I can generally score out pretty quickly, so currents don't have too much in the deck.
You've got 15 agendas, so you're going to score one way or another.
Yeah, exactly. So, that's...
3 of them are 2-1, so...
It works well with the Argus's ability where even if you're scoring a 1 point, you've still got to lose the click, shake the tag. It's like scoring an NAPD, but it's only worth 1 point. And it's
exactly.
Very annoying to play against.
Oh yeah, and I think the 15 agendas really helps against everybody trying to play Film Critic at the moment. So it's you can only load so many onto it, and then you can overwhelm it quite easily. So
just racing ahead, you're not afraid of that SMC at all. Just hanging the Atlas out there.
Just got to do it. If they get in there and steal it, it's still that tag. This deck is pretty willing to, give up probably up to 5 points of agendas a lot of the time anyway. So, if it comes out quickly, then that's good. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. So.
Well, on the other hand, Andrew's deck is fast enough that he's putting in enough fear in you that you're not getting those tokens on the atlases.
Exactly.
You don't feel that server secure.
Exactly. I would not have. There's no way I was advancing it with the clone chip and SMC out. So.
Yeah.
At least not without Archer protecting or something like that. So yeah.
At the moment, I'm pretty sure Andrew knows what's up.
Yeah. Earlier in the day, he actually had 2 Plascreets out against me. So.
Yeah.
So you've played earlier. Did he manage to win that one?
Yeah, he did actually. It was the only corpus for the day.
Wow.
It was like he just played really, really well, just getting the right accesses at the right time. 2 Plascreets out definitely
helps
against the Scorch protection, and
still
once he's
card.
got the rig out, you can't stop it.
Yeah, I mean that's the idea. You've got a fairly efficient breaker suite, and he'll set up with RDI, and he'll see enough accesses to, if the game goes long enough, he'll win. That's just how it goes. Andrew, finding
that's the American
the future is
Gothic,
now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really good card, like really suits well for the deck as well. Just finding those kill pieces when you need it, or just even the next agenda if you're kind of protected and got the lockout going on.
Yeah.
So yeah. Yeah, here I think he's just making sure that he's not sea-sourceable.
Yeah.
Taking the money off Katie, yeah.
I mean, you will still have to double scotch him and it won't kill him, right?
Depends on the cards in hand, but also I guess
he got a blast screen out, so
yeah. He may also kind of think that I might try and stop the Katie from making money, or but I don't know. It's probably pretty rare that I'm going to do something like that. Or he could actually also be thinking that the card installed could be a corporate town. So.
Yeah.
Corporate town do much damage for you in the tournament?
I didn't use it once, no. I guess it did really well, I think, in this game. You see me install it right now, and installing again over the top of a snare that I tried to bait him with. But yeah, like in the sense here, you're about to see he runs in and trashes it, and it costs us a lot of money.
God, it would be beautiful to just wreck Noise's rig, though. That'd be a good feeling.
And it is, taking out, and especially like Noise being my other deck, it needs, the wild side, it needs the Aesops, and you take those pieces away, and then have that threat that you can't even install another one because it's going to be gone by next turn anyway. It just really changes the way the deck plays.
So you've used Chimera there to force Andrew to get the dagger.
Yes.
So 0 strength, so he can just get through with 1 credit.
So I think this worked pretty well, because at the moment, the next card could still be an archer, and if it is an archer, he's got it's kind of feels a little bit unlikely that he's going to be able to break the archer as well.
Yeah.
Which means that if he gets the dagger out, then I still get the dagger and the refractor with the archer firing.
And then you'll have scoring windows for days.
Exactly, but it's
he's not afraid.
It's not an archer.
It's got to keep playing.
Actually, those two I stacked is pretty funny to me because in our current heavy meta, I don't like Chimera, but I really like Spiderweb.
Yeah? Oh, just the amount of trashing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and that's the other thing, just making, especially like you're saying with the Faust heavy meta, those multi-sub pieces of ice, combine a Spiderweb with an archer, and, they're going down to a pretty low hand size by the time they get to the other end of that server. So.
Yeah.
So, there's your corporate town. Did Andrew access that card? I didn't see if he accessed the remote card.
He jacked out after that because
Interesting.
He didn't want to spend the money.
To get
he would have actually
barrier breaker. Yeah, he couldn't get the
took
barrier
him to
breaker.
0 credits in order to get the barrier breaker out and break it.
Sure.
So what is in there, did you say?
It's another agenda, which I'm about to score.
So regrets, I guess.
So yeah.
Well, it would have put him over memory. Is that right?
No, he's got the mayor at the back.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay.
That's the same. Like I was thinking that for a bit there, but he's actually installed the mayor up on the left next to the clone ship there.
You're actually giving Andrew a lot of respect here. This is like, do you try to score him out instead of trying to go for the kill piece?
I mean, that's the obvious strategy against Daryl, is try to make Daryl score out, because he wants to kill you most of the time. And if you can survive, you can often get a win.
Yeah. Well, and this is what I like about this deck at the moment, is that, it seems to be able to, it scores out a lot more efficiently than what I can with my old PE deck. You know, it's I've actually got both sides of it going on here.
So here's Andrew.
See,
getting
Daryl,
the
I'm not the
clock.
only person who forget that clot exists.
Yeah.
But at least with yours, it wasn't on the table.
To be honest, I didn't think that he would he would spend the money and trying to get that out to try and stop a 1 point agenda. But yeah,
I think he wants to stop you getting the 5 credit.
Yeah.
So what ice did you put down there?
pretty sure I installed an archer. So that way, if he has to go through, I think at this point, because he's just lost his clone chip, that he can't get his other dagger out, which means that, you know, he can't get through. And then also the hostile takeover that I trashed to res it, I also just score the other one to replace it. So
Yeah, Andrew's still with only one cloak, no ghost runners. So yeah, it's always going to be in the back of his mind.
yeah, exactly. Like, and given that he's played this deck before, he knows that he needs to be like he needs those 2 stealth credits in order to be able to run safely. So
There's RDI. And you'll get your hostile eventually.
yep, got it.
Yep.
We got there.
Got that 5 credit, which matters.
Yeah, oh, big time. You know, like it's one thing that's. If there's only one thing that upset me about this game is that I didn't score a profiteering. It's you know, all the bad pub in the world. That's all I want. Bad publicity is good.
Profiteering, I quite like profiteering too, Daryl, but sometimes I fear with only 2.
Yeah, look, it is really a good card, but in the wrong deck, it can be a problem. It's
I think it's quite valuable for the core to get that 15 credit early. A lot more valuable than the 3 bad pub is for the runner.
yeah, and if anything, MWL placing you know, NAPD out of like making people not want to play it anywhere near as much, I guess it just makes profiteering that little bit stronger as well.
Yeah.
Especially with the amount of kill decks that are going around at the moment. It's just having that money just makes a big difference.
So he just played a Maker's Eye?
Yeah, Maker's Eye on R&D, which, you know, like worrying, again, just that 15 points of agendas.
So
but yeah.
he's let Errand Boy just fire there. And you've drawn cards from Errand Boy. So what are you drawing for here? You want kill pieces or?
Both. So kill pieces, and also like the more I draw, the lower my agenda density. You know, so and also if I can get that other the other piece as well, that would have been good. To be honest, if I had have drawn the other hostile takeover, I probably wouldn't have rezzed Archer. So.
But there's your Archer. Andrew's forced to go and get his other cloak.
Yeah.
And yeah, so smart play, Andrew letting the Errand Boy fly.
Completely called you on that being an Archer.
And Andrew up to, is that?
This is where it's Oaktown there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Andrew up to 4.
So now he's on 4, yeah. So yeah, it's you know, this is Argus ID is working really well for me as well. You know, like that tag, and had he have hit another agenda without, you know, winning that game in that run, he also, you know, like it would have cost him a lot, as well as, you know, like, or possibly left him at a point where he couldn't remove the tags.
Are you running 3 Scorches?
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, and one thing that as well, like I think just the point is he didn't use Maya in that run.
Does he have a Maya out?
Yeah, he's got a Maya out. Yeah, but at the same time, he may not have wanted to take that tag.
Yeah, clearing 2 tags is getting pretty awkward.
Yeah, would have put him on 0 credits actually. So.
So you got the naked remote and something in the... Andrew's expecting maybe a Jackson. But nope.
Yeah, or sneaking out an agenda, I suppose.
I mean, he got to check some of those face downs card, right? If one of those is an Atlas, then he's done for.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a very difficult decision. I think he's holding a Maker's Eye.
I think he's holding 2.
Yeah, pretty sure it's 2.
2 Maker's Eyes, wow. Checks the naked one, and we've got a snare.
There's 1 Maker's Eye.
So this is click
Some critic.
click number
2 Maker's Eye.
2 Maker's Eyes, yeah.
Click 3.
click 3. Oh wow!
Just put it down on one card in here.
Yeah.
The tag now.
So now
I would have Maker's Eye first, see if I get the win, because you can score 3 points in 4 cards against this deck. It is possible.
Oh, absolutely, it's possible. You know, it's and I guess he would have been in exactly, and even if he didn't, he would have been in exactly the same situation.
Yeah, but you know, like I wouldn't want to check those face down until I'm desperate, right? But I mean, that's the Leela strategy, so
Yeah.
obviously Kate is different.
And so Andrew's with his hand size depleted.
Yeah.
He's open to a Seesaw Scorched, I think.
Well, he's just cleared the tag, so otherwise it would have just been Scorch. So now at least I needed to have Seesaws in hand.
And so you're on...
I think it's 15 credits or so. I can't remember.
Oh,
There was a bit of a problem here where we just got a bit confused. So I think I need to get a little bit better at paying attention to what I need for the Seesaw spaces. So
that's 3, and you've got 3, so I'll use the point.
Yeah, just figuring out the formalities here, but pretty sure it's murder time.
yeah.
Yeah,
Bam.
you have more than
Yep.
enough. As soon as you started counting your credits, Andrew has given up. He dropped his hand.
I was going to run R&D and C2. That was the only other move I had.
What was on R&D?
Yeah,
Two
he
agendas?
managed to beat the regional champ, the national champ, beating the regional champ. Well done, Daryl.
Yeah, he's snared it.
You know, like
snared
I
it.
was actually kind of worried about that game because his deck is probably one of the most suited towards my deck between Artist Colony and the multiple price groups and stuff like that. Andrew is a very good pilot, so he's definitely makes the right calls the majority of the time. But it's the good part of that deck is that it forces some bad decisions, and when you're on game point, you kind of do need to check those face down remotes because it's you're just as likely to win as you are to lose.
Probably some of these
Or probably more likely to lose than you are to win, but it's you got to do it.
Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, Daryl, and thanks, Lynn, and we'll be back with some more top 4 shortly. Cheers.
Thank you, Alex.
Thanks.
See ya.